Hi, Steve here with Adventure Guitars. I thought I'd take a few minutes and walk you through some of the computer tools that we use to design both the guitar and the tools that we use to make the guitar. We use CAD software, computer-aided design software, to design both the guitar and all its components, as well as many of the tools that we use to make it. You might have seen that we use CNC routers to cut all the features into the hard maple body. Our primary big CNC machines are purchased, but in order to do the modifications to them, like the pneumatic fixturing that holds the guitars in place, as well as upgraded tooling changers that we use, it's much easier to just model that in CAD, and then we can make the parts much easier that way. We'll know that they're going to fit ahead of time. We also have designed some of our own CNC tooling that we use to make the guitars. For example, we can do the neck shaping. The neck is it's kind of an organic shape that takes a very long time to machine. It takes about 45 minutes to machine it on our primary CNCs. So we designed a special purpose CNC router to just do that one operation. And the nice thing about the design that we came up with is that eventually we can upgrade it to have 3 routers working at the same time. So it becomes a parallelized operation. We'll bring that cycle rate from 45 minutes down to 15 minutes. But right now we just have a single router on it. And so it's still a 45-minute operation, but it removes it from the flow of operations that are normally done on the primary CNCs. Why don't you come around here and I'll walk you through the guitar assembly in CAD. So I've been using CAD software since the mid-90s, so about 30 years. I've used lots of different packages, from Pro-E to SolidWorks to Creo Parametric and a couple of others. This is Fusion 360. It's an Autodesk product, and one of the main reasons we chose this to do this project on was the fact that it has a fully integrated CAM package built in. We can do the computer-aided design and get the parts designed, and then we can take it into the CAM environment and we can set up all the tool paths to machine everything on our machines. So for example, the body here, we design all the features that make up the body. These all have to get machined. Here's the pocket for where the jack sits, where the electronics board and the potentiometers for the volume and tone control sit. There's a bore that goes, it's a 9-inch long bore that goes from the jack area down to where the pickup is. So because there's a wire that has to go through there, so we have to drill a hole all the way down there. We use a CNC machine to do all those things. We put in the fret slots and the fret marker slots, a place for the nut. The tuning machine goes in here. This is where the magnet for the tuning key goes, and here's the pocket for that. All these things have to be machined on a computer numerical control machine, or a CNC machine. Once the body is designed, we import it into a new part that's just for the manufacturing. And inside of this part are all the tool paths that create this part. So for example, when we make the neck, that long operation, you can see right here, here's the 1/4-inch ball end mill that we use to shape this. And these blue lines are the paths that the mill takes to shape out the neck. And then you can simulate it and see what the tool path will look like. This is sped up, of course, at the intersects, and you can see it working as it goes along. It's taking away the material. We use something like 30 micron step over, so each time the mill takes a pass, it moves over by 30 microns, or 0.03 millimeters, which makes for a nice smooth surface, but takes a really long time. So it's a balance between how much time do we want to spend machining the part versus how much time do we want to spend sanding. The balance that we've found is that we can spend a fair amount of time machining the neck, but the sanding just takes a few passes with some high grit sandpaper, and you have a buttery smooth neck without a lot of effort. Well, I hope you found that interesting. Thanks for spending a few minutes walking through the CAD tools with me.